Hi, my love, beautiful souls. It's Mystic Rose 1111, back to truth, bringing dark into light. Please take what resonates and leave it does not fit for someone else. Collect read, not per ring. Okay, I'm going to jump into this. You guys see. Let's see what you need to know. What's going on, what's happening. What's going on. What you need to know. I just heard stole identity, okay? So some of you guys are, like, finding out that someone stole your identity. Okay, finding out that someone stole your identity. This is not making, this is not, you're not happy about the situation, and this could be very bad for someone is what I'm hearing, okay? Very bad for someone. Some kind of lie detector test, polygraph, coming back, that somebody stole your identity. Okay, what's going on? Holy Spirit, angels, incense, light in the Most High. Please give me a protector, echoing for the collective. What's happening? What's going on with the stolen identity? Into the need to know. Someone's coming with a confession about this stolen identity. Okay, so someone may be coming forward saying, "Hey, you know, this person stole your identity. They stole your cards. They've been using your name. You know, buying things, whatever." Someone may be coming with a confession about this. Okay, or they're coming with a confession about paying people to spy on you. Maybe they were paid to spy on you. I'm hearing someone's waking up to this, and they're realizing that they should not have been paid to spy on you. They should not have interfered in your life. Okay, they should not stole your identity. Okay, somebody's feeling guilty. Okay, because they went through awakening. I'm hearing mad guilty. There's somebody that's really, really in a very, very dark spot, grieving, in a guilt trip. Like they're remorse. Okay, all this remorse, everything's coming back. Okay, it's flooding them, the emotions, something about flooding emotions because they stole your identity. They did something to you. Okay, they gang stalked you, gaslight you, catfish you, whatever they did to you. This person now is feeling really guilty. Okay, because they're going through awakening. Everything is coming back and biting them in the ass. Okay, flooding of emotions. If they took money to spy on you, if they took money to steal your identity, if they took money to try to unalive you, if they took money to hurt you, betray you, gossip about you, slander your name, it's all coming back on it. Like, it's all coming, like, full force on them, okay? I just keep hearing they're feeling really guilty. Really, really guilty. They did you dirty. They're dealing, because this person is dealing with God's wrath right now, okay? They're dealing with karma. I'm hearing like double, triple karma they're dealing with. They're supposed to be making things right, or they were supposed to make things right already, and they haven't. They had months, years to make things right. Double dose of karma, what I just heard. Somebody could have lost somebody because of this. They lost everything, and they know why they lost everything. They lost everything because they did you dirty, okay? They went against you. They took money to come against you, okay? Or they paid somebody to come against you as well. They have to own up to it. They have to take accountability. I'm hearing like somebody may be working like the 12 steps now. Okay, somebody may got sober clean and they're working the 12 steps from AANA. Or that's like kind of what they're doing, okay? Just everything. I just keep hearing everything flooding over, like flooding with emotion. Like there could be a lot of floods as well. Okay, lots of floods. They're replaying this over and over. What they did to you, or why they were involved, or even if they didn't do fully everything that I just said, they had some kind of connection and they knew about it. Somebody feels really guilty that they knew about it. They didn't say something. They didn't stand up for you. They didn't stick up for you. Somebody feels guilty about that because they were programmed. They feel guilty that they had a cold-hearted bitch attacking you, hurting you, treating you differently, bullying you. Okay, could have been even bullying you. They didn't say a word. Okay, their solar plexus was blocked. Their sacral chakra was blocked. They didn't know how to create boundary. They didn't know how to, you know, stand up for someone. Okay, and they didn't stick up for you. This is them having to deal with guilt. Okay, they have to deal with this. They can't believe that you're chosen. Can't believe you're chosen. Okay, they could be desperate for your attention now. I'm hearing desperate for your attention, wanting you back. And the only way they can get you back is to come forward and give you this confession. You officially outsmarted the enemy. You officially outsmarted the enemy. They were the enemy. They were programmed to hurt you, to disrespect you, to steal your identity, to try to be you. They just realize, I'm hearing, they just realize they can't be you. Okay, this person realized they can't be you. Okay, they can't copy your energy. They can't copy who you are. They just can't. People you hung out with is hiding a lot from you, been secretly meeting up. Okay, that came out yesterday, that reading, and it's coming out again. Okay, so they were meeting up. Okay, they're hiding something from you. And someone in this group of people now feels guilty that they've been hiding from you, keeping secrets from you, hurting you, betraying you. I'm going to tell you guys, when I went through awakening, everything came back. Flood emotions came back for me. Okay, when I went to awakening, and everyone I did dirty, it came back, and I had to apologize to them, and I had to say sorry, and like everything, like I had to own up to it. Okay, and that's what I'm hearing. Like this person had to own up to it, for me to actually grow, heal, and move forward. Okay, even if they didn't forgive me or whatever, that's for them. Okay, like if they don't want to forgive me, they don't have to forgive me. But for me to take responsibility of my actions, and that's what I'm hearing. This person's gonna take responsibility of their actions, choices that they made, consequences, and they're dealing with some heavy consequences. Okay, they're dealing with some really, really, really heavy, serious consequences because they came against you. You were a target. They're unable to move forward until they actually, take accountability and confess. And that's what they're realizing, because someone's realizing that they're just stuck. Okay, they're trapped, and they're like that. It's just an ongoing game, and all these people are just the same thing over and over. Okay, these people that keep secrets, lies, and stuff. And this person doesn't want to live like this anymore. Okay, they don't want to live like that anymore. Okay, they don't want to live in this low vibrational, low frequency. They don't want to live in this 3D world. They want to ascend. If they're hearing about the ascension process, they're seeing other people ascending. They're seeing other people moving forward, being abundant, prosperous, and that's what they want. Okay, that's what they want now. But the only way to do this is take accountability for it. But they are, when you go through awakening, you do go through a lot of guilt comes up. Okay, you have to realize you have to let go of that guilt. But most times you don't let go of that guilt, especially if you did something wrong and you did something dirty. It's hard to release that guilt until you take accountability for it. Okay, guilty conscious. This person has a really, really bad guilty conscious right now. Okay, and I know when I did to someone dirty, or when I was rude to people, I had a guilty conscience, and I had to admit to it right away. If I lied to somebody, within 5-10 minutes, the next day I was telling them the truth, because it would eat away at me. Literally, it would eat away at me. All I could think about is, what did I do to this person? Why did I lie to this person? So I end up telling them the truth. And that's what I'm getting. This person is realizing that they need to speak the truth. They need to come forward. Okay? Someone gets paid to report people on social media or to other things like cybercrime, cyber activity. Someone's getting paid not just to report like online, to report back to them about you. Okay, they could have got paid. This person could have got paid to report back to somebody, and they're feeling guilty that they're taking this money and going back reporting to someone else when they have no reason to be doing that. They need to stay out of your business. Someone feels guilty for being in your business, for getting involving themselves into your business. Okay, not staying in their lane. Someone, they're feeding off your energy. Okay, they're feeding off your energy. Okay, they're realizing your frequency is one of the greatest intelligence. This person may want, like I said, may want to be back in your life. Okay, may want to be part of your life because your frequency is one of the great intelligence. This came out earlier. Okay, and they can't believe that you're chosen. They want to be in your life because you're chosen. But only way to be in your life to be chosen is for them to take accountability. There could be some kind of secret society, skulls and bones. They're always trying to knock you down. Now they're being knocked down. This secret could have been grooming for personal gain. I'm gonna put that back. We're gonna get more, but that's when that came out. Okay. So They're siphoning your magic, your power, your energy, your items. Okay, they're siphoning from you, trying to harvest your energy. The enemy could be trying to flee the country. Someone's trying to flee the country now, try to get away. There's some kind of divorce. Divorce just means closing out a cycle and ending a breakup. A contract is null and void. Okay, this contract is over now. Leaked documents could be getting released. Dealing with some sick, twisted individuals. Okay, confession about somebody attacking you, a cold-hearted bitch attacking you. Or they're being attacked now. Now it's coming back onto them, like I said, full circle. Okay, it's coming back and bite them in the ass. They're terrified that they're going to be, you know, exposed. They're terrified that their life is, that they're never going to be able to change, move forward. Somebody's terrified that they're going to lose a child or lose somebody very close to them because of their actions, okay, as a consequence. Somebody's realizing now that cause and effect, reap what you sow. What comes onto you comes onto others, or what you do onto others comes back. They trespass against you. You realize this person from your past didn't do any good in your life. They were causing problems and damaging your life. This is what this person could be going through too as well. Okay? Or the people that they took this money for stealing your identity. Realizing that they're not, you know, good for them. You realize they weren't good for you. Okay, you had to move forward. It was just causing problems, damaging your life. Cruel intentions. Some kind of dirty agent that came out last reading as well, so the energy still coming out. Feeding off your energy since childhood, energy vampire parasite. So this could have been an energy vampire parasite. Someone doesn't want you with anybody else to have you. They don't want you to have anybody else. Okay. They could be getting sober. Okay. So like I said, somebody comes to treatment, sober, clean, doing the NA 12 steps. Okay. And again, you know, or like I said, going through awakening. When you go through awakening, everything comes back, flooding of emotions. Okay. And realizing they did dirty. Or a confession about what they know happened to you or what was involved. If not, they're going to be living in hell, because that's what I'm hearing. They're living in hell. Somebody doesn't want to live in hell anymore. Okay, they don't want to be burning in hell, living in hell. They don't want to have to keep remembering this over and over, and you know, things, having problems in their life and stuff like that. You know, because somebody keeps hitting these roadblocks. Okay, these problems, and it's like, okay, there's something I need to do differently, and that's me taking accountability. I'm, you know. What else? Somebody could be sitting in jail thinking about this as well. Okay, thinking like they have a lot of time to think about this now. And then while they're sitting in jail being sober, clean, they're like, oh shit, I did this to this person and this person and this and this. I took this money, I did this, and like I need to make this right for me to move forward. There's some kind of adoption here. You could have been adopted, they could have been adopted. See, somebody's realizing it is time to get out of this damn darkness. Where is it? What's the, why does this always happen? Time to get out of the darkness. a peaceful mind is a strong mind, and this person right now, what they're going through is it's not peaceful. Their mind's not peaceful right now. There's radical thoughts, racing thoughts, okay, flowing with emotional, you know, it's just nonstop. Their brain is just nonstop racing, okay. Everything is just like repeating over and over and over, obsessing, overthinking, can't sleep. Okay, they can't sleep, they can't eat, they can't talk, they can't do anything, like they can't function. Somebody is unable to function. They're like, this is some kind of mental health issue now too, because of what they're doing. Draconian. Okay, they're draconian. Draconian can be a high vibrational being. Okay, they are evolved. Okay, they are evolved. They are very resourceful as well. They are here to reincarnate, to harness resources for their own gain and personal power. So they're, you know, using resources and for their own gain, personal power. Military style energy, conquer, multiply. They don't want to stay with their race, dislike authority. So they're trying to multiply and conquer. Someone was trying to conquer you, okay? Someone's trying to get in bed and like just take advantage of you, and like someone could have been trying to sleep around with as many people as they possibly could. Okay, overcoming addiction, sexual desires, behaviors. Okay, it's inverted here. Someone's like overcoming this, or they're hanging around with a lot of people that are still in active addiction and they want to get away from it. They know that it's not, you know, where they're meant to be anymore. Frat parties, frat, fraternity, sorority. Okay, I've been part of that. Okay, because they're under spiritual warfare, spiritual attack. Hold on. Okay. Have willpower to go on. Okay, yeah, I see the spiritual warfare. This person will be under spiritual warfare, but just like I said, everything's coming back, flooding of emotions. Okay, because they're in their head. They're nonstop in their head. They can't get out of their head. You may come from Atlantis, city of legends by Plato, with civilization, not a city. Okay, with civilization, not a city. Okay, Atlantis. Yeah, because see, okay, so this karmic's going to jail, prison, okay, or they're sitting in jail, prison, and they're realizing what they did to you, okay, it's coming back, okay, it's all coming back on them, okay, allow things not to be forced. They know. They know. Somebody could have went to jail for stealing your identity, okay, or you didn't know that they stole their identity, or they didn't, you know what I mean, like the authorities, so someone may be in jail, prison, for another crime, but they stole your identity. This person stole your identity, but they're in jail for another crime, okay? Evil eye, sending evil eye at you. Always sending evil eye there, sending that evil eye. So yeah, they didn't get locked up, okay? So somebody didn't get locked up because they stole your identity. They got locked up for another crime, but during them them being locked up, they're thinking about like, oh crap, I stole the identity of this person. This is why I'm probably actually locked up, okay? Or I'm maybe doing time for this. Everything's flooding back because they're sober and clean in jail, okay? Someone's sober and clean in jail, and then like things flood back, you know what I mean? All these emotions, feelings. You could be cleansing your energy. They could be cleansing their energy. Everything happens for a reason, and it sure does. I do believe that, good and bad. Okay, everything does happen for a reason. Yeah, see, they not just stole your identity, they stole your money. They could be locked up in jail for stolen money. They could be locked up because they stole someone else's identity as well. Okay? See, that again, they can't move forward because they did you dirty. Okay? Whoever this individual is, and people that they're associated with that did you dirty, paying to spy on you, to manipulate, they are unable to move forward until they take accountability and own up to what they did to you and what they did to others, okay? Indigo child, born between 1950s and 1980s, sensitive, intuitive, strong-willed, rapid ascenders. You're protecting your energy. Radioactive. And there's protecting your energy again. Okay. From this evil eye. Realizing you're original. Overseas could be involved. So they could have been stealing money and sending it into like an offshore account, or someone could be overseas. They were satanic, demonic. Give me a couple more, please, Spirit. Time to take back your power and energy. Your soul contract is broken. We said the divorce earlier. Okay, it's broken. They could be locked up for hijacking cars or hijacking. I mean, hijacking plane, hijacking computers. Okay. And take it as it resonates. Remember, take what resonates, leave what does not fit. Bits and pieces for you, bits and pieces for somebody else. It's time to meditate. Affirmations. Life lessons. This person may not want to repeat these lessons again. And right now, they have to keep repeating them until they can get them right. Okay, until they can take accountability. I just keep hearing take accountability. Own up to your mistakes. Own up to your part in this situation I'm hearing. They need to own up. They're going to be forced. Okay, they're going to be forced to do something different. Okay, to change, to take accountability. There's a new soulmate friendship coming in. Soul connection coming in. If a contract, if there's a contract that's over, then a new contract will come in, okay? Then you have a new contract, okay? And remember, you guys, there's infinite possibilities, okay? They had a choice to make a different decision. They just decided to do that. You had a choice to make a different decision. You just chose to do what you did, okay? We have choices. We have free will. Some of you guys are like, well, why does God allow these things to happen? Because they have free will. God gave everyone to have free will. And if they choose to, you know, commit a crime, or they choose to hurt somebody, or they choose to do this, it's their free will. God's not going to stop them, okay? That's where people think, oh, God needs to stop these people. God gave us free will, okay? God gave us free will. And if we are tempted by that apple, if we are tempted by the devil and temptation and stuff like that, and we choose to go down that path, you know, God allows us to make those decisions. It's life lessons. Earth is a school, and we are here to learn. We are here to experience life, and there are people that want to experience darkness. They want to experience committing crimes and hurting people and attacking people and doing some ungodly things, unholy things. Okay? God will intervene, and God does intervene as well. Okay, God does intervene, especially if you're asking God to intervene and you're asking for divine intervention, and, you know, praying, asking for assistance, help, for healing and stuff like that. God will. And this person may have started, you know, asking for God's forgiveness and asking for redemption and, you know, repenting. And what God told him is, okay, well, if you want redemption, you need to, you know, take accountability. You need to own up to this stuff. You need to confess in what you did. Or there's going to be no change, you know? There'll be no change. It's you're just going to continue to go through this life cycles and keep repeating this stuff over and over. And bad things are going to happen. Okay? That's why bad things are happening to this person. Okay? Because what they've done to other people. And it's not always about in this life either, you guys. It's not about this life. Sometimes bad things happen to good people in this life. You could be a very good person, never did anything bad, but bad things happen. It's because of past lives. Okay, it's because of past life. So people question, well, why do bad things happen to good people? It is because of our past lives. We are dealing with that karma in this life. So you could be a saint. You could be someone that has never done anything wrong ever, okay, in this life. But in a past life, you were a criminal. Past life, you were wicked and evil. You did some cruel things to people, and now bad things are happening to you in this life. Because facts are coming out. Truth is coming out. Okay? 40 to 50. This could be family member drama. You're using your magic to protect, to fight back. Okay? To manifest, to heal, for positivity. Okay, I gotta finish this up. I gotta go to Cherish. Again, you guys have free will. This person had free will, and they did what they did, okay? Police officer, law official, highway patrol, sheriff getting involved. Get some kind of protection from secret society. Okay. Someone no longer wants to be part of a secret society, okay? Someone wants to walk away from a coven, a secret society, a group of people, okay? That came against you. They realized it was nothing but bad, evil, wickedness, and maybe a good time for a while, and then boom, went away. Watching your money, finances. Family could be illegally investigated. They're poisoning, spiritually poisoning you, physically poisoning you. Allergic reaction, chemicals, drugs. They're lying, okay? Lying. They humiliated you, okay? Humiliation in front of others. They could have possibly humiliated you. It's eating away at them. That's the word, too. It's eating away at them by doing what they did to you. And if they're not in physical jail, it's in mental jail, spiritual jail, okay? Satanists. As I said, they want to apologize. They want to come full circle. They want some kind of reconciliation. Okay, second chance with you. Okay, some kind of forgiveness. Strangers coming against you. Somebody's giving them the birdie, the finger. They did you dirty by breaking up your home. Happy homes. Chaos agent, homewrecker. This person was chaos agent, homewrecker. Okay? Coming between you and yours. They're a false divine feminine masculine. Karmic energy. Or they have confession about this false divine feminine masculine. Someone may just know a lot and they want to come forward and tell you what was happening. Okay? Deal gone wrong. They got caught. Somebody got caught in the act. And now they know that if they don't do right by this, they're going to just be doing some time. And someone you may have had a sexual connection with. Someone you could have shared exchange energy with. Slept with. Taurus. And we have a scorned love. Lover, friend, revenge, schemes, drama, plots. That's what they did in the past. But see, gateway, special realm. Now they could be waking up, going through this. The scorned love, Sagittarius. Okay. Again, they may be hearing things now. You could be hearing things. Okay. You could have some kind of guidance. Being guided. Taurus and Sagittarius. Someone lied. Perjury. Try to cover something up. And it can't be covered up forever, you guys. Okay? Like, everything that's done in the dark comes to the light eventually, you guys, okay? If it's not this life, it will be the next life. It does come to the light. You guys, I won my appeal on TikTok. Yep, I did. So I put that on community board. I won my appeal on TikTok, okay? There was no violation. There was no violation. So remember, you can win your appeal too, okay? If you're fighting something. Can't believe you're chosen. See, they can't believe. And like, again, paying people to spy on you. My confession wants to tell you about that. Got a couple of these and then I'll close out. I gotta go. See, wait, I have news. Somebody has news for you. Somebody has a message for you. I just heard burn, bitch, burn. Somebody's saying burn, bitch, burn. That's what they could have been saying to you. Okay, they wanted to burn you. We have a W. They were a drug user. P. Pills. This could cause, they could have been in a car wreck and this could have awakened them. Okay. That's why they went through awakening. Some kind of car wreck, and now they're realizing that they could have been on the influence of pills. We have initial A. APW, WAP. No one respects them. They were not respected. It could be a sister of yours. They were a drug user. The sister could cause a accident, car wreck, or they were involved in a car wreck. Popping pills, popping bottles. I just heard popping bottles, popping pills. They're toxic. Aries. False friend. So yeah, someone wants to come to a confession about a false friend. Okay, that they paid them, they did this, they did that. Okay, they were involved in this. Okay, they're doing you dirty. About your sister. Emotionally healing. You could be emotionally healing. False friend can't tell the truth. Sister can't tell the truth. They're scared as fuck. Will do anything for clout money. Ugh. Someone will do anything for clout money. As I said, that's why they did. They took this money. They took this money to attack you. They took this money to lie to you, to do whatever they want. Okay? Because someone needed money or they wanted money. They're greedy. They're greedy, okay? They wanted money. Okay? And they need to do some shadow work. That could be why they're locked up. Okay? Remember, stolen money. They locked up, okay? They did it. They said, oh, if you take this, someone could have saw you as a lick as well. Okay? Someone wants to move on. Okay? They want to move on. They're not going to be able to move on until they take accountability. Okay? And that's the truth. I just heard Andy, Andrew, Angela, Angelic, Abby, Abigail, Aaron, A-R-A-O-N, not with 2 A's, I'm not saying 2 A's, Peter, I just heard Peter Pumpkin Eater, I don't know why I heard that, so I just heard Philip or Phil. Protection, finding what's important, so you're being protected. Okay, protection. Knowledge and wisdom, asking questions. Wisdom comes from God. Knowledge comes from, looking into things, researching and stuff, not giving up. You could be asking a lot of questions, or they could be asking a lot of questions. When you go through awakening, you kind of go on this question, okay? Asking questions, and diving into this knowledge, okay? Okay, what else? Close this out. Calcite, busy times and multitasking. Take charge of your schedule during this busy time and honestly access your underlying reasons for being busy. Someone's going to be very, very busy. Okay? Especially if you're like doing research, knowledge, okay? Wisdom, going through awakening. Going through awakening, you're going to be busy. Doing some healing, doing some shadow work. Communication. There's some kind of communication coming through. Okay? And look at, see somebody, like I said, somebody's overthinking, overflowing emotions, their organized mind. They didn't organize it. Somebody's mind's all over the place because everything they did. It's like eating away at them. It's literally eating away at them. They're unable to function, do things right, see clearly. Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Cancer, number 2. Yeah, check out my Etsy store, Shopify. There's discount sales in there. I love you guys, and I want to say thank you to everyone else that's been supporting me and purchasing things and buying things and stuff. I love you. Love, peace, light, healing. Namaste.